You're tuned in to Floridian Rollo. I'm your host, Floridian Rollo, and I'm coming at you with another live stream. As you enter into the chat, make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in. So, over the past few days, I've been told that it will be a shutdown because the Liberazzis decided to not want to go through the process. So we're going to hear what the Vice President, J.D. Vance, has to say. Then we're going to get into what Trump has to say. And we're going to hear what the Liberazzis of the reasons why the Liberazzis did not want to pass this bill. Now, I'm going to let you know what I was told, and I know it to be the case. The Liberazzis wanted the illegal migrants who did not come in the country correctly to get millions and millions and millions of dollars of support. Remember that these Liberace cities been begging Trump, been begging the administration for money on hands in. It's not going to the American citizens. So yes, the planes will be delayed. Yes, a lot of people are not getting paid. The TSA, the people that work for the government not getting paid until further notice. So you're going to start seeing some ripple effects. I notice by talking to people at the airlines that it's been a lot of delays, a lot of cancellations. So it already led up to today being an official day because these Liberazzis are in a fifi. They don't care for the American people. When is the American people in these blue cities, these low vibrational type of people running your state, running your Congress, running your establishment in your particular city, are putting you behind other people? They don't care for the elderly. They don't care for the elderly. They don't care for the middle-aged folks. They don't care for the youth. And they don't care for your babies. It is time for you to leave that plantation to the American people. Put your differences to the side and look at who the real enemy is. And that is these Liberazzis, and these quote-unquote so-called conservatives who are Liberazzis. These people who saying that, no, I'm conservative. They have to prove themselves to be conservative in these blue paparazzi cities. They have to prove themselves because the way they moving is they in the middle. You can't be in the middle. Either you conservative or you a full-blown liberal. Which one is it? You're an Ibarasi with the Satan, go along, get along, or you're in the right state of mind. Because these Ibarazis are giving criminals of all backgrounds, they feeding them, they taking care of them, and you, the hard-working citizen, are being disrespected with taxes. We're going to talk about Chicago later on today, or probably during this video, if we get a lot more people in here to listen to this content. You could agree to disagree. At the end of the day, the truth of the matter is they don't care about the average American citizen like they claim that they care about when they talk about it. So without further ado, do me a favor, double tap the like screen on your way in. And if you really digging the content, you're really digging the information is pinned to the top. Also, if you want to get my attention, support the work. So I'm just going to say this right off top. Shout out to all the mods. Shout out to the members. Shout out to those who's viewing. Shout out to those who will subscribe to the channel. If you want to get my attention, pin to the top, the Venmo, the Cash App, hit the Super Chat for your question. Moderators, if anybody be disrespectful, block them, remove them out the channel. We don't got time for games. This is a serious situation. This is affecting a lot of people. So without further ado, shout out to my Floridians that's in the channel. And let's go. Shout out to the American people. Let's go.
This is a Fox News alert. Right now, the U.S. government shut down after a last-ditch Senate vote failed to keep it funded.
Vice President J.D. Vance joins us now. Mr. Vice President, thanks for joining Fox and Friends this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Good to be with you.
So y'all been going back and forth. Y'all had the leadership over. What are they asking for? Because you guys made it very clear. You just want a clean CR. What do they want in return?
Yeah, so Lawrence, I want to answer that, but let's step back for a second because I think it's important for the American people to realize that the far left faction of Senate Democrats shut down the government because we wouldn't give them hundreds of billions of dollars for health care benefits for illegal aliens. It's actually not even all Senate Democrats.
You see? Let's rewind it back. You see what J.D. Vance said? What led to the shutdown? Listen.
This is a Fox News alert. Right now, the U.S. government shut down after a last-ditch Senate vote failed to keep it funded.
Vice President J.D. Vance joins us now. Mr. Vice President, thanks for joining Fox and Friends this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Good to be with you.
So y'all been going back and forth. Y'all had the leadership over. What are they asking for? Because you guys made it very clear. You just want a clean CR. What do they want in return?
Yeah, so Lawrence, I want to answer that, but let's step back for a second because I think it's important for the American people to realize that the far left faction of Senate Democrats shut down the government because we wouldn't give them hundreds of billions of dollars for health care benefits for illegal aliens. It's actually not even all Senate Democrats. I was really gratified to see that a few of the moderate Senate Democrats voted with Senate Republicans last night to keep the government open. This is basically Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer, he's worried he's going to get a primary challenge from AOC, and so he's shutting down the people's government to give in to sort of the left-wing coalition and their party. And it's craziness. And people are going to suffer because of it. I mean, people who benefit from low-income food programs are going to suffer because of this. If you're flying today, I hope, of course, you arrive safely and on time. But you may not arrive on time because the TSA and the air traffic controllers are not getting paid today.
So this is going to be a long overdue situation. We don't know how long this is going to take. All I could tell you is if you could drive to your destination, even if it's across state lines, you may have to rent a vehicle for the time being, because it seems like the Ibarazis, They want turmoil around this important time of season where we have the most traveling going on in the month of October, the month of November, the month of December. A lot of important people and a lot of people that work very hard tend to want to come to the South, tend to want to, go out the country. And it's going to be difficult because now the military ain't getting paid. A lot of the federal agents ain't getting paid. And so this affects everybody. And these Ibaracis are so spoiled that they care about the illegal migrants, the criminals at that, than the average American citizen person. And J.D. Vance is right. These people want blood. You can't socialize with these people with blood. You have to stick to the glue, Mr. President J.D. Vance, Vice President of the United States of America. We have to show these Ibaracis that we're not going to give in. We're not going to support what they want. If they don't care for the American people, you the people in this country, you have to vote red. Get rid of these Ibaracis. Get rid of them out of the seats. It's time for a change. The whole state should be red. No more blue. No more blue. It's time to get rid of these entities, these deities. It's time for a regime change. It's time for them to move out. They've been in there too long. They don't care for the average person. They don't care about your well-being. They don't care for the elderly. The elderly. They don't care for the middle age. They don't care for the youth. Look at these blue cities. The kids can't go into the mall. The kids can't go into the restaurant. They can't do nothing. You know why? Because they're misbehaving. Savages. And you got these entities, you got these deities in the chat trying to disturb me. Listen, I'm not going to listen to y'all. All you're trying to do is disturb me, try to get me off cue. You can say whatever you want. Now, if you be disrespectful to me, my moderators will block you. If I have any moderators in here, they will block you. You be disrespectful to me with your nonsense, you will be blocked. You can say, oh, this is the beginning of this, it's the beginning of that. So you okay with migrants telling over your family? So you're okay with the gangs over your family? Are you supporting the gangs? Are you supporting criminals? Let's continue.
Our military is not getting paid today, starting today. And obviously, the longer this drags on, the worse that it is for the American people. So we are where we are. And to your point, what do Senate Democrats ask for? Well, initially, they said that they wanted to shut down the government because Donald Trump was a dictator. Okay, that's absurd. Then they said they wanted to shut down the government because they wanted hundreds of billions of dollars for health care benefits for illegal aliens.
Why would they want $100 billion for illegal people that's not moving correctly? Why not give it to the people that's born in this country? If you come here correctly, I have no issue with that. If you come in from another country correctly, I can't go to another person's country and tell them what to do. So why is we telling these people, why is we giving these people what they want? We can't go to their country and as an average person tell them how to live, how to move, what to believe in. You got these low vibrational savages who's watching my chat right now because I can see it on the phone. Watching the phone, looking both ways. You got these savages who wants my attention. Listen here, savages. Why don't you take these people in and let them take over your home since you don't love your own family? You don't love your own kids. You don't love your own moms if she's still around. You don't love your own pops if he's still around. You don't love your family members. You are a demon. You're a demon. You're a warlock. You're a witch. And you love to see America go down. You've been praying for America to go down. Then why don't you pack up your bags, take your family? If you love these demons from these other countries, I'm not talking about upstanding citizen, because the upstanding citizen want to see their country do well. They glad the demons left and came to America. We don't want their demons. We have our own demons we got to deal with. that's born in this country, let alone other people's demons from other countries. It's time to clean up house, period. All these people that talk stuff, they don't even help their own family. They don't have no money, yet they're in my chat talking ish. The majority of the people that's watching is demons. Civilized people that come in my chat, they can understand and they come with common sense. Yet the majority of people in the comment section is a bunch of demons they sent. They get paid to come watch me, to try to throw in nonsense in my chat. I'm not going to give you no time of day. You don't have no resources. All you do is use a bomber phone to talk to me. Come on, man. Do better than that. Let's go.
That, of course, is also absurd. And now they're saying they just want to work on ensuring that Americans have low-cost health care. Well, I agree with them. Of course, we all want to ensure that Americans have low-cost health care. So let's work together on that. You don't shut the government down. You don't take the government as a hostage because you want to engage in a negotiation about health care costs. Let's do that negotiation, but let's do it in the context of actually opening the government and ensuring those essential services are actually provided to the American people.
Speaker Johnson has a video running continuously outside of his office, and he also posted it on social media.
Now watch what the Ibarasi Democrats have to say. Caught them in their own hypocrisy. Watch this.
Because the Democrats, when you go in the Wayback Machine, they were always the one that thought that these shutdowns were reckless. Listen to this, Mr. Vice President.
It is not normal to shut down the government when we don't get what we want.
If the government shuts down, it will be average Americans who suffer most. A government shutdown means seniors who rely on Social Security could be thrown into chaos.
Families will be hurt. Farmers will be hurt.
It's the service members who will work without a paycheck.
All these liberaces saying it would not be a good idea to shut the government down. Yet these same hypocrite folks that you're listening to got the government to shut down because they want to take care of the illegal migrants. They want to take care of the criminals. They want to protect the criminals. They don't care about the average American citizen. Demons, hypocrites. Yeah, you got these demons in my chat. You got these warlocks and witches in my chat. They don't even take care of their own family coming in here with their broke self. You broke spiritually, you broke mentally, you broke physically, and you broke in the pockets. You love poverty. A lot of you love poverty that's in my chat. That's why I can't wait to get the hat coming soon. Donald Trump is right. I'm going to piss off you liberaces. I'm going to get the Make American Great hat, and I'm going to get the Donald Trump hat is right. Yeah, I'm going to shut your mouths up. I'm going to get you upset. Bunch of warlocks and witches. Shout out to the common sense folks that come in my chat. The members, the moderators. Some of you that's not moderators. You're a member. You come in with common sense. You got a bunch of grown men want to be women so bad in my chat. Talking all this stuff. They don't even provide for their own family. It's like they want to see you poor and out and about with their weird behavior. Now listen to what these demons said, and now they changed their mind. Listen.
Shut down the government when we don't get what we want.
If the government shuts down, it will be average Americans who suffer most. A government shutdown means seniors who rely on Social Security could be thrown into chaos.
Families will be hurt. Farmers will be hurt.
It's the service members who will work without a paycheck. It's the firefighters who will be furloughed.
This shutdown, you know who's going to feel the pain? You know who it hurts? You. Everyday people and the most vulnerable. Seniors, veterans, working families, hungry kids, y'all.
Well, then why didn't they vote to continue the funding?
Exactly. We got them on tape. These same monsters that's telling you it will be wrong to do wrong by the American people don't care for the American people. They all should be removed. We need some better people in the Senate. We need some better conditionals on that other side. Or shut the whole blue things down. Shut them all down. Shut them all down. We don't want to hear anything they have to say. They don't care about their own city. They don't care about their own state. And you got these demons in my chat right now. You got these demons in my chat. I'm riled them up. They pissed off of me. They upset because I don't stand for any of their doctrine. They belong to Satan. And all Satan want to do is kill, deceive, manipulate, and take from the righteous people. Well, them days are over because the righteous people will stand up to you monsters. We sick of y'all. Ain't no time to negotiate with these demons, these warlocks, these witches. They have been turned over to a reprobate mind. You see it in my chat right now. There's only a few people that's legit, that's coming through the board. The rest of these people, they love sin. They love seeing people docile. They love seeing people in bondage. They want these legal gangsters to take over their city, take over their children. You had a beautiful woman in New York City got jumped, got attacked by these monsters because of her opinion. Because she stand with Charlie Kirk, and Brainwaves of Vice Topics LLC was talking about it. And they attacked her. And you didn't have none of these liberal Debarassis came in and said that was wrong. They was quiet. They was shh. You got a bunch of sissified men and sissified women in New York City attacked this young, beautiful, conservative woman because she said that she don't like the way the city is going, and they attacked her. And not your mayor, not your senator, none of them came and said that was wrong. Yet they want to shut down the country because they little girls, little boys, in little posse pants. That's what demons do. They're like, I ain't getting my way. 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 I'm Beavis and Butthead. I ain't getting my way. So I'm gonna be a demon. I'm not gonna agree. Bunch of demons. Bunch of monsters. That's how they talk. That's how those demon liberassis talk. Let's go.
That's such a good point, and I see that Mike Johnson has apparently learned from the trolling master, President Donald Trump, by putting that video out of his office, just throwing the Democrats' words right back at him. But it's actually such an important point. You don't shut the government down because you have a policy disagreement. These are two separate questions. There are essential services that have already been appropriated, where we've already agreed, we want our military to have a certain amount of payment. We want air traffic control to have a certain amount. We want to ensure that a certain number of people are able to access food benefits. You don't shut down the...
Exactly. We want to take care of our people, of our brightest, influential people. That's what we want to do. We're tired of taking care of lazy people. All right, let's continue.
Government because you have a policy disagreement about a totally separate issue. And that's what the Democrats have done. And it really is astonishing to go back 20 years. I mean, I pretty much the entire time, guys, that I've paid attention to American politics, I have seen Democrats stand before the American people and say, you don't shut down the government because you're not getting what you want. And here they are last night, the far left faction of Senate Democrats, they shut down the government. Why? Because they're not getting what they want. And what makes it extra preposterous, guys, if you actually listen to what they say that they want to ensure this, it's a premium support program under Obamacare that they want to keep going. Well, that premium support program doesn't even expire until next year. So why are you shutting down the government on October the 1st because of a program that doesn't even expire for another few months? Let's
see, they don't want people to be happy. These Ibarracis, Mr. President, Vice President J.D. Vance, Mr. President Trump, Mr. Vice President Vance, that's speaking on behalf of the American people, they don't want things to be normal. They love distorting. They love drama. They can't go a day without peace. They love captivity talk. We got to remove these people. Let's go.
Let's talk about it. Let's negotiate. Let's do what you do in Washington, D.C. Don't shut down the government because you don't get what you want. That's exactly what Senate Democrats have done in this case.
So let's just put up a full screen. You mentioned some of it, of the potential effects of the government shutdown. Mass furloughs, federal employees and active duty military members don't get paychecks. We have travel delays. You mentioned TSA, Social Security and SNAP and WII and WIC applications.
So this is what is going on. The furloughs, multiple government agencies not getting paid. Federal employees, active duty military won't receive paychecks. Expect travel delays as TSA and air traffic control workers are unpaid. Delays in Social Security, SNAP, WIC applications, okay? There's delays in Medicaid payments. There's a lot of people that's dependent on that. Some VA services such as career counseling won't be available. And then the Washington Monument will be closed. But Smith, Olonian, and National Zoo open until October 6th, 2025. Let's continue.
Delays in Medicare and Medicaid payments, some VA services and career counseling. So these are some of the things that will happen. Smithsonian could be closed, National Zoo. I hope someone feeds the animals, but we're not going to be able to see the animals. Can we talk about another thing that could be happening? Could Democrats begin to crack? Now, Rand Paul's on his own planet for some reason, doesn't want to vote for anything, but Fetterman, Masto, Cortez Masto, as well as Angus King, all voted with the Republicans in the Senate where he used to work. Are you hearing there could be other Democrats who don't want to go through this before the weekend and vote with you?
Yeah, Brian, I think that there will be. And if you look, frankly, when I talked to the president and our legislative team yesterday afternoon, I thought we would get 53, 54 votes. We got 55 votes because, again, that moderate faction of the Senate Democrats recognizes this is just an unreasonable position. You're not going to shut down the government because you disagree about a funding program that doesn't even expire for another few months. So I think what's going to happen is that as the political pressure builds and as we continue to have these negotiations, you're going to see more and more Democrats come to the side of reason and reopen the government. But look, I'd offer right now to the Senate Democrats, I'm happy. I will go to the Capitol right now to talk to Chuck Schumer and Senate Democrats about premium support for the Affordable Care Act, but only after they've reopened the government. You can't reward this exercise in hostage taking, which is.
Hold the ground, JD Vance. Hold the ground. We're not going to give in to these Ibarracis because if we give in to them, then they're going to want more. We know how the devil works. The devil is never satisfied. Hold the fort. The true American people really understand and understand what's going on. We're not dumb. We're not docile. We're not idiots. They claim that us conservatives are idiots. We Uncle Toms, we this, we that. The people of other ethnicities, you sell out this. Oh, they say all types of names about us. Hold the fort. To my American people, they're not going to win. They think that they're going to allow the migrants, these gangsters from all ethnicities, to ruin this country, this beautiful country. They want sin, and we don't want their sin around no more. Pack them all up. Pack them all up. Because at the end of the day, I believe it will get passed before the week is over with. However, this goes to show you that us people that are conservative, we do not support any of these Ibarraci cities or states or local officials until they are removed, and it's up to the people in that city the American people in that city to stand up, get together, and remove these people out of office. Your vote matters. And get rid of these demons off the street. Let's continue.
Is what we would be doing if we allowed the government opening to be conditional on the Democrats' policy disagreements. So we're going to negotiate with them. We, of course, want to lower healthcare costs for the American people. Look, we inherited this economy from the Biden administration. We know that healthcare costs were way too high under the Biden administration. By the way, it's one of the reasons why the president announced yesterday that we're lowering prescription drug costs for all Americans by 4%.
And they don't want to talk about that. Under the Biden administration, they have hired the Medicaid situation and lowered the Social Security. Under the Trump administration, the people that's getting SSI is getting more for their buck. Let's continue.
Forcing Europeans and other countries to pay their fair share so that Americans can pay lower costs. So we obviously care a lot about lowering healthcare costs for Americans, but we're not going to engage in negotiation with hostage takers, which is exactly what the Democrats have done. Now, I think, Brian, it was you who listed off some of the problems that come along with the shutdown. Let me add another one. This is October. We are entering hurricane season all across the southeastern part of our country. Flood insurance for a lot of the people who are suffering from hurricanes or could suffer from hurricanes is going to disappear because the government is shut down. Let's reopen the government. Let's fix some of the core issues that exist for our country. And then let's negotiate about the Democrats' health care policy.
Didn't I tell you that they want the South to not have anything? Because Mr. Vice President J.D. Vance, a lot of people, the true American patriots, have left the northern states. They have left the Northeast. For the most part, they left the Midwest. They left the West Coast, what I consider the West Coast, the upper West Coast, and they moved to Texas, sir. They moved to Florida, sir. They moved to Georgia, sir. They moved to North Carolina, and they moved to Tennessee. Those are the 5 hot spots in America right now. Those are the 5 hot spots. And they are upset that they have not only seen a exodus of these New York, Chicago, LA, many of these blue Ibarasi states. They have moved to the red state, and they are moving red. They're not moving blue down here for the most part. And see, those states are thriving because they're moving correctly. While there's some issues here and there, it's still better than majority of America. And they want to hold the South, particularly the Deep South as well, which I'm in Florida, hostage. One thing I know about the Floridians is that while we deal with what we deal with, at the same time, we learn how to help each other through adversity. Make no mistake about it. So, let's continue.
Ideas, which we're happy to do, but only when the government is open.
Well, Mr. Vice President, one of the lies that continues to be told is that they're not giving funding to illegals' health care. Can you explain to our audience why that's not true?
Yeah, so this is a Democrat talking point. They say we're not actually trying to give health care benefits to illegal aliens, and here's why it's not true. There are 2 Biden-era programs that explicitly gave the taxpayer health care money to illegal aliens that we turned off when President Trump took over in January. Program number 1 is there's a lot of emergency health care at hospitals that are provided to illegal aliens. That was funded by the federal government. We turned off that funding because, of course, we want American citizens to benefit from those hospital services, not to be taxed and then to have those hospital services go to illegal aliens.
And that's the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do. Shout out to Forever Studio for gifting 5 people. For those who's been gifted, thank Forever Studios for gifting you. All right? Appreciate that, Forever Studios. All right, let's continue, y'all.
The second of which is the Biden administration gave mass parole to millions upon millions of illegal aliens, and then they simultaneously made those parolees eligible for health care benefits funded by taxpayers. In the One Big Beautiful Bill, President Trump and congressional Republicans turned off that money to health care funding for illegal aliens. The Democrats want to turn it back on. And in their initial proposal, the first thing that they put out to reopen the government, they actually turned that money for health care benefits for illegal aliens back on. So it's not something that we made up. It's not a talking point. It is in the text of the bill that they initially gave to us to reopen the government. It's preposterous for them to run away from it now. But look, let's set that all to the side. Let's open up the government. Let's negotiate on all of these healthcare policy issues. Obviously, we're not going to support healthcare benefits for illegal aliens.
That's what I'm talking about. We're not going to support these criminals. We're not going to support these criminals. If they came in the wrong way, they are working for the criminals. Let's make no mistake about it. If I want to go to another country, I have to go in correct. My paperwork, my documents, where I'm going, why I'm going, I have to be on point. So why they can't be on point? Why these Ibarasi just want to see bloodshed every day? They don't want peace. The devil doesn't like peace, y'all. His minions, his orchestrators, they don't love peace. How many of you've been around people, you quiet, you love peace, and they want to disturb your peace? Put a 5 in the chat. You're minding your business at work, you handling your business, and everybody just screaming, all this distraction going on. Put a 5 in the chat if you go through that. You do your work, you mind your business, and all of a sudden, it's all type of chaos for no reason. They're doing that to disturb your peace because the devil doesn't like peace. So when you move correctly, you're going to have these entities, you're going to have these deities, they're going to be in your ear. They're going to try to get you off your square. If I go to another country, I can't talk about I'm seeking asylum. It don't work like that. You have to come correctly. You can't come in and do what you want to do. And that's another thing. Some of them come here, they want to do what they want to do. If I want to do something in another country, guess what's going to happen to me? They're going to arrest me. They're going to do you never know what to me. And my family members would not even know I'm arrested in another country. Y'all get upset with our country doing things correctly. Yeah, if you go do crime in another country, your family won't even know that you're in jail until 3-4 months later. Miss me with that nonsense. Come on, man. Y'all playing games. Y'all just love sin. Let's go.
But we will work with them to lower health care costs for American citizens if they're willing to do so.
Mm-hmm. President Trump, he shared some pictures from the Oval Office meeting with Chuck Schumer and with Hakeem Jeffries, with Speaker Johnson and with Thune. And we wanted to ask you about any insight into that meeting, because the last shutdown, Mr. Vice President, was 35 days. Americans can't go, here are the pictures. Americans cannot go that long without getting a paycheck or being furloughed. So can you give us some insight into what they talked about, maybe how we can come to a compromise?
And the hats?
The Trump trolling them with 28 hats.
Yeah, thank you, Lawrence. That's the most important part. They're also the Trump 2028 hats, which I think.
Now, there's a Trump 2028 hat. He's trolling them. He's trolling them with the hat. So let's see what happens.
Made the majority or the minority leader in both the House and the Senate very uncomfortable. But look, it was the four of them plus me and the president, and we were having a very good conversation about healthcare policy. But the president finally sort of threw up his hands and said, guys, let's absolutely work on this healthcare policy disagreement. We want to fix this issue for the American people, but we're not going to be taken hostage. We're not going to shut down the government and then give you everything that you want. Let's negotiate, but we're not going to reward this behavior. You have to remember, their first proposal about a week ago was to give a bunch of healthcare money to illegal aliens, and then they came back to us and said, okay, no, we don't have to do that. Let's do this other thing. You don't do a negotiation like that. You don't take the American economy hostage and then tell the President of the United States, give us everything that we want or we're going to shut down the people's government. It's ridiculous. And look, we had, again, a good conversation, but a conversation where I think they still refuse to acknowledge that their negotiating tactic was unreasonable. That if you take Hakeem Jeffries' words or you take Chuck Schumer's words, what they have said for literally, in Chuck Schumer's case, decades, is that you don't shut the government down over a policy disagreement. Now that's exactly what they've done. Let's get back to rationality, open up the government, and then we can sit down and talk.
All right. You've talked to us enough. Your team says you have to go, and you have to listen to your team. Mr. Vice President, thanks so much for your time.
And thank you for your beautiful message at Charlie's memorial service. Millions of people watched that. It was beautiful. We're sorry for your loss. I know he was your good friend.
Thank you. He was a very good guy, a very tragic thing for our country, but we appreciate you guys. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Hey, shout out to them for acknowledging the service that Mr. J.D. Vance gave his speech to Mr. Charlie Kirk. I know if he's still around, he would not like what he see with this baby food Ibarasi stuff going on. He will definitely have the conversation with these Ibarasis. All right, so without further ado, let's get to the next one. Give me 1 second. Let's go to the news station. Give me 1 second. All right, so this guy made a threat to Trump. This Ibarasi made a threat to Trump. We're going to get right to it right now. We're going to get to these Ibarasis right now. He made a threat to Trump. All right? Give me 1 second while I get it set up and ready. Okay. Let's get to it. Listen.
Not going to go along to get along. Our position is clear. Cancel the cuts, lower the costs, save health care. Questions?
Mr. Leader, do you feel that when people start to get notices from their health insurance companies in early October, if a shutdown were to drag on for a few days, that starts to work in your favor? In other words, the idea that it's not so much about the shutdown, but if the government is closed and they start to get these notices in October that your premiums are going to go up through the roof later in the year, that's what turns the table.
One of the reasons why our fight for the American people is so urgent right now is because over the next few weeks, tens of millions of Americans are going to get notices indicating their premiums, copays, and deductibles are increasing dramatically.
Look at this. Look at this kite. Look at this high cotton. Look at him. The dude is on something. The dude is literally on something. This is who y'all vote for? The dude is literally crazy. Look at him. Look at his mannerism. The dude is psychologically crazy, insane. He's a black racist. This is a black racist. This is a pro-black racist dude right here. He don't care about the average American person. All he care about is taking care of low vibrational demons. Listen.
Because of the Republican refusal to extend the tax credits connected to the Affordable Care Act.
Was there politics in the idea? That was an estimation.
We're fighting for the health care of the American people. Period.
Lies.
Full stop.
Lies. You lying. No, you're lying. You is a liar. You're not fighting for the American people. Why you got a bold-faced looking lie? Oh my goodness. You can't make this up, y'all. You got this bold-faced Democrat liar talking about he's for the American people. Oh my goodness. Listen again. Listen to this liar.
Affordable Care Act.
Was there politics in the idea that was an estimation?
We're fighting for the health care of the American people, period, full stop. Our position has been very clear, 8 words. Cancel the cuts, lower the costs, save health care. And part of that fight relates to the Affordable Care Act. Part of that fight relates to dealing with the Republicans' cut to Medicaid, the largest cut to Medicaid in American history. Part of that fight relates to preventing a $536 billion cut to Medicare that will occur at the end of this year because of what Republicans did in the one big ugly bill. If Congress...
Now he's saying that it's an ugly bill. So you don't care for the American people. You care about your own pockets. We got to stop paying these people that's not doing what they're supposed to do. We want our money to go to the right people. We're tired of our money going to these sinners. This is crazy, man. Let's go.
Doesn't act. Part of our fight relates to the fact that Republicans are closing hospitals, nursing homes, and community-based health clinics all across the country, including in rural.
You're lying. You're lying. Where's your statement? Where's your proof? Where's your proof? Because if anything, I see more places of people needing help is opening in Florida. They opening up in Texas. They opening up in North Carolina. They opening up in Georgia. They open up in Tennessee. They helping people out in time of need. Once upon a time, you know, red states had not too many hospitals. They have a little bit more hospitals. They have a more affordable than it is in these blue cities. Man, you are full of crap, man. Let's go.
Rural America right now. And part of that fight also relates to the fact that Republicans have effectively shut down spending on medical research in the United States of America. People are going to die. Cures for cancer and other terminal illnesses that were within reach.
That's what they want to happen. They want to see a lot of people unalive. Let me address the person. Let me explain something to you. Why are you jealous of people that are rich? People that's rich don't work 4 hours. Who told you that? People that is rich don't work 4 hours. Who told you that? Explain that. You know who you are. Why are you coming in my chat talking about the 1% only work 4 hours a day? No. People that's on point don't work 4 hours a day. They don't work 4 hours a day. People that's making serious money don't work 4 hours a day. You work 4 hours a day. You are slothful. You are lazy. People with money never start working. That's how they become successful. It's people like you who don't want to work part-time and don't do nothing with your life. Y'all just don't want people to be successful. Look, I work very hard. I work very diligent. I put in a lot of work and effort into what I do. I don't want to be lazy like most of you dudes. Ladies, let me talk to you ladies right now. In all seriousness, ladies, where my ladies at in the chat? To all the ladies in the chat, don't deal with low vibrational, low thinking men. Cut them off. If you're dealing with a dude and he's thinking about low stuff, talking about low stuff to you, you don't even give him a time of day. Don't deal with lazy dudes. Don't deal with like this lazy bum that you see beneath me. This lazy Democrat. You got rich, lazy folks too. You got rich, lazy folks too. Trump works hard. Look at him. You could tell he works hard. At his age, he still work harder than people. This dude, you could tell the difference between a lazy, comfortable, rich SOB than a hardworking person. The hardworking man deserves a lot more. That's right. The hardworking man gets the top of the top. This is the bottom bum rich person. This is a bottom bum rich person. And ladies, I got to talk to you about that because some of these dudes is rich are lazy. They don't work for that money. They got it from somebody else. Now, I know the Bible says that a father must leave in his inheritance. That's scripture, right? A father must leave his inheritance. At the same time, some of these people that leave an inheritance to their sons, they are lazy. They don't multiply for their kids. So that's why I say you got rich bums like this. He's a rich bum. Ladies, stop opening up your legs to these rich bums, to these low vibrational bums. Let's continue, y'all. Let's listen to this bum.
Are now being abandoned. This is like an unprecedented Republican assault on the health care of the American people, and Democrats are standing on the side of the American people.
You're a liar. You're not standing on the side of the American people. Bridget is in the chat. She says, chaos, they're attracted to shallow, behind girls, not women. Yeah, and to the fellas, you hardworking fellas, don't get with these lazy bum women. Don't give with these lazy bum women. Fellas, do not give yourself to a lazy bum woman. Any woman that doesn't want to get herself healthy, don't want to work out, don't want to put in the work, cut her off. Cut off that lazy woman. Cut off that lazy woman. If you with a woman, she's supposed to be working out. She's supposed to be walking. She's supposed to be taking care of the house. She's supposed to be active. Your woman's supposed to be active. The liberal woman is the most laziest woman on the face of this planet. I don't want no liberal woman. I only deal with conservative women. My lady's conservative. Because if she was liberal, I would not even be talking to her. I don't deal with liberal women. I don't like liberal women. I can't stand them. They're the laziest. They like to use men. They like to take advantage of men. And they're the ones who be lying on men. Oh, he did this to me. He did that to me. That's a demon woman. Fellas, stop giving these, oh, baby, she got a nice body. She got nice looking nails. She got nice looking hair, but she's a damn demon. She'll put you behind in debt. And ladies, don't be because the guy look good and he buffed up and he in shape. Some of those dudes is lazy. Some of those dudes is lazy. Let's continue.
Mike.
President Trump said yesterday that he wanted to use some of the tariff revenue to pay for farm aid. A lot of farmers across the nation are struggling. Is that something that you think should be part of these conversations, or are you still just strictly focused on the healthcare priorities that you've mentioned throughout the week?
We're focused on the health care of the American people. We also are focused on lowering the high cost of living. The Trump tariffs are raising costs by thousands of dollars per year on everyday Americans.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's a lie. That's a lie. Where's your statement? Where's your proof? Americans are seeing more money in their pocket. Let's do this. If you're an American, a true American, are you seeing more money in your pocket? Put a dollar sign in the chat. Put a dollar sign in the chat if you're seeing more money in your pocket. Put a dollar sign in the chat. I'm going to put it too. Put a dollar sign in the chat if you are seeing more money in your pocket under this administration. I know I am. It's gonna continue to grow. I'm seeing some difference. Put a dollar sign if you've seen some money in your pocket under this administration. This doggone demon have the nerve to say that we broke. No, your state is broke. You put your state to be broke. Because, you know, the majority of the people that support my platform is conservative. If you support my platform, say that you're a conservative in the chat. We got real conservatives in here. Shout out to my conservative people that support the platform, support the work, support the Cash App, support the Super Chat. Let me get this person out of here. Let me pack this person on out of here. How's I'm owned by AIPAC? You talking about me being owned by who? Man, get out of here. You packed up. Because you're not gonna explain yourself talking about that. You gotta talk about who you're talking about. All right, let's continue, y'all.
America is already too expensive. Donald Trump promised to lower costs on day one. Costs aren't going down, they're going up per year on everyday Americans. America is already too expensive.
This demon have the nerve to say America too expensive. Oh my goodness. No, where you run your district, you priced out the people. You priced out the people. The former administration priced out the American people. You don't care about the American people in their situation, man. You're a clown. Let's go.
Donald Trump promised to lower costs on day one. Costs aren't going down, they're going up. Inflation's going up. Electricity prices going up. Grocery prices going up. Housing prices going up. And now healthcare prices on the verge of increasing by thousands of dollars per year, if not tens of thousands of dollars per year for millions of Americans. So
he's pushing that fear, doom, and gloom. He's pushing that fear and doom and gloom, y'all. Make sure you double tap the like button on your way in. Let's get this likes up to over 100. We got 68 people in the building. Let's get the likes up to over 100.
Fighting to lower the high cost of living is, of course, our fight. It has been our fight. It is our fight. It will continue to be our fight.
What is the off-ramp here? Is there a way to prevent the shutdown? And can I ask you also, the administration has talked about mass firing of federal workers if they do get into it, if there is a shutdown. What is your reaction to all that, and how would you prevent further harm?
The administration has been engaged in the mass firing of federal workers since the beginning of the year. The beginning of the year. So the fact that they are threatening to do more of that simply relates to what they were already going to do and intending to do. And they want to use.
This guy is so wacko. He's a whacker, y'all. He's a whacker. He's a lunatic. This dude is a lunatic. Let's go.
Use the smokescreen of a government shutdown caused by them to do more damage, particularly to the hardworking federal employees in Virginia. The voters of Virginia should hear us loudly and clearly. Donald Trump is trying to fire you, and you have the ability to do something about it on November 4th. In terms of the off-ramp, here's the off-ramp. Donald Trump, get back to Washington, D.C. Why are you at a golf event right now, and the government is 4 days away from closing? That's outrageous. And it speaks to the fact that these people, these extremists, they could care less about the health, the safety, and the economic well-being of the American people.
This is the same joker that just shut down the government 4 days later. Him and his constituents, the majority of his constituents, disrespecting Trump because he's at a golf. So the man can't golf? The man can't spend time with his family? Now that's why he mocked you. No wonder why he mocked you in the AI video. Now it's starting to make sense because you did this video 4 days ago. clowning Mr. Trump, and then he clown you and Chuck Schumer, and you got in your fifi.
They could care less. They're on vacation right now. I'm here in Washington, D.C., ready, willing, and able to sit down with any of them. Anytime, any place. We were ready to go to the White House and have this discussion in front of the American people. Donald Trump backed out.
How many vacations you been on? How many vacations you been on? The Ryder Cup is one of the most important places to be. Shout out to the go-getters, the valet workers. Shout out to the hardworking men and women that was at the Ryder Cup, that was taken care of by these people. Shout out to all the important people that took care of the hard-earner people that was working at the Ryder Cup. Let's give them a round of applause. Shout out to the khakis. Shout out to those who washed the clothes. Shout out to all those who made a lot of money in one day. Shout out to my valet workers that worked at the Ryder Cup. I would have loved to. Listen, you could have signed me up for that. I would have been set for 6 months. Woo-wee. Listen. I know them valet people that got plugged in because of their connection. They set for 6 months. You talking about tips that you don't have to be taxed for? I mean, they was making money at that Ryder Cup. Woo-wee. Shout out to the waitress, the waiters, the chef, the cooks, to make it all possible. Shout out to the people that built the Ryder Cup. And this demon is mad. This demon is upset that he can't be in the Ryder Cup. He can't be in the sunshine. Dun, 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 dun. Having fun in the sunshine. Ooh, sunshine. Dun, 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 dun. Having fun in the sunshine. You are the lead democracy of New York City. Why don't you clean up that city of New York, Jeffries? Oh, Jeffries. Why New York and New York City not doing well, Mr. Jeffries? Oh, Jeffries. You looking mighty shady in your retrospect, Jeffries. Oh, look at, we got a hater. Upset. Why you wasn't invited, hater? Why you wasn't invited to the Ryder Cup, hater? We got a hater in the chat. We got a hater in the chat. Shout out to all those that got money for 6 months. Shout out to those who supported those people. Make sure they good, they family good for 6 months. Shout out to them. Let's continue.
Why did Donald Trump back out? Because their position is indefensible. And they know Democrats are standing on the side of the health care of the American people.
Peter Jeffries, have you gotten any indication at any Republican level that, yes, there could be some talks today, tomorrow, this weekend, Monday, Tuesday? Any indication whatsoever?
Mike Johnson has my number. John Thune has my number. He knows how to reach myself. He knows how to reach Leader Schumer. The White House knows how to reach us. They agreed to a meeting, backed away from the meeting. We've heard nothing from them. Why?
No. Where's the state your facts? You try to be upset. If you care for the American people, you would have passed the bill. Y'all making yourself look bad. Y'all making yourself look so guilty on your rhetoric. Let's go.
It's because, listen, here's the problem. Republicans want to shut the government down.
No, they don't.
How is that not clear at this moment in time? The American people know it.
No. You're not going to project. No. You the American people know it. No, we know that y'all wanted to shut the government down. We know that y'all wanted to shut the government down. Call me. Call me. How many of y'all remember that song? Call me. Call me. I need you to call me. You have my number, yeah. Call me. I need you to call me now. Call me. You have my number now. No, when you call them, it's the same BS. You call them, it's the same nonsense. That's like somebody that owe me money, that haven't paid me back, right? They want me to call them. They want me to text them, even though they owe me money. They want me to call them. They owe me money, yeah. They want me to text them. They owe me money, yeah. That's how these improvisati is. It's like you look out for a woman and the woman don't pay you back. You look out for a dude, the dude don't pay you back. They want you to call him. That's what's going on with him. He wants to be like, hello to my former senators or to my senators across the board. Thank you for calling me. They want to talk on the phone for nothing. You can't support these type of people. They don't want to help you. How many of you been stuck in a situation like that? Put a 2 in the chat. If you help some women, fellas, you help some women and she ain't pay you back. Put a 2 in the chat, fellas. Put a 2 in the chat, fellas. Ladies, you helped your homegirl, she ain't pay you back. Put a 1 in the chat, ladies. You helped your homegirl and she ain't pay you back. Put a 1 in the chat. They want you to call them because they want some money. They want you to call them. They want some money. They don't care for the people. You can't make this up, y'all. Let's go.
They canceled the White House meeting. They canceled votes that was supposed to take place next Monday and Tuesday in advance of the shutdown. Here's what Democrats want to do. Cancel your cuts that have hurt the health care of the American people.
This guy don't care about the American people. He don't care about the American people. He's full of crap.
Thank you. In the event that a shutdown takes place, I'm wondering what does Democrats' exit strategy look like to get out of it?
The exit strategy is that Democrats and Republicans should sit down and have a conversation in a bipartisan way about funding the government in a manner that meets the needs of the American people, as opposed to what Republicans have been trying to do, which is to continue to gut the health care of the American people. This is not complicated. You have Republicans in the House and the Senate, including Senator Lisa Murkowski, and a significant number of Republicans in the House who have said, we agree with Democrats, the Affordable Care Act tax subsidies should be extended so that we can find a way to avoid Republicans continuing to do damage to the health care of the American people. That's actually the bipartisan position. Our position, protect the health care of the American people. To me, that's the exit strategy. Like Republican leaders in the House and the Senate, Donald Trump.
This guy is talking tooth talk. He's talking that tooth talk, that forked tongue. He's lying. He don't care about the American people.
Should just listen to their own members. And we can find a path forward. Cancel the cuts, lower the costs, save health care. Not complicated, 8 words. Even Donald Trump should be able to understand that. Stop lying to the American people about this, the that, and the other thing. You know that none of the things you're claiming we're demanding have anything to do with anything that Democrats have said.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did, because your constituent of California did. Your constituent of Chicago said he want to protect the migrants and giving them more housing, feeding them, and don't care for the American average person. Liar.
It is clearly the case that federal law prohibits any taxpayer dollars from being spent on the health care of undocumented immigrants.
You're a liar. It is going on. You is a liar. Oh, he's lying. Yo, this dude just lied. Hypocrisy. Listen again, y'all. Listen again to this fool.
That federal law prohibits any tax. Say, it is clearly the case that federal law ending have anything to do with anything that Democrats have said. It is clearly the case that federal law prohibits any taxpayer dollars from being spent on the health care of undocumented immigrants.
This guy bold-faced lie, y'all. Wow. He really lied in front of the public. He just want money. He just want money to spend on his lavish lifestyle. This is a bum rich person, y'all. This is a bum representative of the House. This is a bum representative, rich bum representative of the House. Why is this person not blocked, y'all? Why this demon wasn't blocked, moderators? I got him out of here. I got that demon out of here. I guess my moderators is busy right now. I got that demon out of here quickly. Let me rewind back with his lying self. Let's go.
It is clearly the case that federal law prohibits any taxpayer dollars from being spent on the health care of undocumented immigrants. Does Donald Trump not know that law? Democrats have been very clear. We're not demanding that that law be repealed. We're fighting for the health care of American citizens.
You're a liar. You're a liar. You're not fighting for the American citizens. You're trying to say the conservatives, Donald Trump want to pass the bill for the legal migrants. You're a liar. You're a liar.
And we'll continue to make that fight.
As you alluded to earlier, Republicans argue that the ACA subsidies can be handled later this year, separate from these discussions over a CR. Why do Democrats believe it's necessary to include them in the discussions now?
Healthcare premiums and notices as it relates to what's going to happen are going out over the next few days at this point. This is a matter to be dealt with right now, not at the end of the year. And nobody believes these Republican leaders.
No, we believe them. We don't believe y'all. We believe them. We don't believe you, demon.
Who want to wink and nod at the American people and suggest that after visiting upon them this incredible assault on the health care of the American people, unprecedented in nature, Republicans have assaulted the health care of working class Americans, rural Americans, urban Americans, people in small town America, people in the heartland of America, and people in black and brown communities all across America. And now we're supposed to believe with a wink and a nod that Republican leaders are actually interested in dealing with the Affordable Care Act issue?
Oh my goodness, this guy is so disrespectful. So disrespectful with his rhetoric. Lying on the Republicans.
When for years they've been obsessed with repealing and displacing people?
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's a lie. Why is it that there's more homelessness in the Democratic cities than it is in the Republican places? Why is there more homeless people in the blue cities than it is in the red cities? Since the red cities don't have as much money as the blue cities. Come on now, talk to us.
Oh, the Affordable Care Act? It's ridiculous. We need an ironclad path forward to deal with the health care of everyday Americans. Thank you.
On James Comey, he was indicted yesterday, former FBI director. I know you released a statement, but do you care to expand upon that?
Donald Trump and the administration continues to weaponize the Department of Justice and go after perceived political enemies in a manner that's inconsistent with the rule of law in the United States of America. It's outrageous, and the American people are going to hold them accountable. Like, Republicans have failed. The country is heading in the wrong direction. The overwhelming...
No, it's not heading in the wrong direction. Y'all wanted to head it in the wrong direction. Y'all wanted to head in the wrong direction. Don't say that he wants it to head in the wrong direction. No, you wanted to head it in the wrong direction. Listen again, y'all. Listen.
Inconsistent with the rule of law in the United States of America. It's outrageous. And the American people are going to hold them accountable. Like, Republicans have failed. The country is heading in the wrong direction. The overwhelming majority of Americans know it right now. And that's why we see Republicans running away from their responsibilities to actually try to make life better for the American people, and are engaging in this effort, unprecedented in nature, to go after perceived political enemies like James Comey.
No, he was not moving correctly, and so you're not moving correctly as the leader of the representative of the Democrat Party. Let's go.
One could argue, wait, what James Comey did 11 days before the election in 2016 had something to do with the fact that Donald Trump got elected the first time around. This is how Donald Trump repays James Comey? With this malicious prosecution? Like, it's all crazy to me. It's crazy to me. These charges are going to be dismissed. James Comey will win in court. But what it reflects is a broader attack on the rule of law that should frighten every single American.
You don't care about the average American, so what are you talking about? Y'all pushing this doom and gloom fear nonsense.
They're a Democrat, an independent, or a Republican.
Peter Jeffries, we've seen another attack on an ICE facility over in Dallas, and this time it was fatal. And people, particularly Republicans, are saying that the rhetoric coming from Democrats is to be blamed, specifically because the attacker essentially mimicked a lot of people coming from your side of the aisle, and they're asking your side to dial it down or to at least address it. What is your response?
I issued a statement on this issue, and it was very clear. In fact, it was a Democratic leadership statement. We condemn all instances of violence, whether it's political violence or ideologically motivated violence.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't care. Y'all was disrespecting Charlie Kirk's funeral. Y'all was disrespecting Charlie Kirk's funeral. I got videos of that already. Let's go.
Whether it comes from either side of the ideological spectrum, the violence in America this year is out of control.
Yes, it's out of control. Name the places it's out of control that. Yes, it's out of control. Can you name the places it's really controlled? In your jurisdiction especially. Name the places, sir.
It comes from either side of the ideological spectrum. The violence in America this year is out of control. And the president needs to bring the country together.
Y'all don't want to bring the country together. No. We're not going to play this game. Y'all don't want to bring the country together. Come on, man. This guy is so much disrespectful and projecting.
Not continue to use rhetoric that tears us apart. Bring us together, like Ronald Reagan did.
No. And what y'all try to do with Ronald Reagan? Y'all try to kill him. Y'all try to kill him just like y'all try to kill Trump. And then y'all end up killing Charlie Kirk. I'm not going to go into all that right now. You know, I'm just saying, this guy's projecting, y'all. You don't want to work with Trump. You want to work with the migrants. You want to work with the criminals. You want to work with the thugs. You want to work with the women that want to unalive men or men unaliving women. That's who you work for. You don't work for the righteous people. You don't work for the hardworking man. You want to take their money and give it to the criminals. Let's go.
Bring us together like George W. Bush did, like Barack Obama, like Bill Clinton, like Democratic and Republican presidents.
No. We're not going that route. No, we're not going that route. We're not going the political route. I'm glad Trump decided to run for presidency. We need people that really care for America to be running America. Not you bummy rich affiliates that don't care for the average person. We need you to go. Take your bummy money, take your blood money, and go elsewhere. You don't work hard for the average American citizen. Trump put a lot of people in. Charlie Kirk put a lot of people in. I have put a lot of people into certain businesses and making money and opportunities. Y'all have heard receipts from people on my channel who said Rollo has put me in position to where I could provide for my family, provide for my children, provide for my lady. Yes, Rollo has done that. Many people like me, we get disrespected. We don't get the moral support. We don't get that much support for standing for truth. You go to these demon channels like New Broke, like these bummy Ibarasi channels, and they get all types of support. They get red super chats, they get blue super chats, they get green super chats, they get purple super chats. Over here, only a few select people support this platform, support this work here and there. So when you stand for truth, people rarely support it. Yet lies, like this bum here, this bum can lie to you blue in the face and people will still support that bum. Make his pockets fat, and he won't even give nobody a helping hand. And you wonder why this country needs to be a regime change. Because of people like this. Let's go.
Have done. Why is that so complicated for this president to do? Instead, he's at the Ryder Cup.
Quick follow-up. The ICE authorities, particularly the law enforcement, they are getting doxxed, specifically getting followed to their homes. Those who are
yeah, call it out. Call it out. Call them out on that. Call them out. Listen to this.
Follow-up. The ICE authorities, particularly the law enforcement, they are getting doxxed, specifically getting followed to their homes. Those who aren't wearing masks, such as the...
Here's what the Department of Homeland Security did. Here's what the Department of Homeland Security did. Listen, it's my press conference. I'm going to answer the question.
Whoa. So you're not for the American people. You said it's your press conference? How's your press conference? Y'all see where the Ibarasis, where's the Democrats? Where they at now? Did you hear how he disrespected a reporter? Look what this demon say. Listen. Watch.
They're getting doxxed, specifically getting followed to their homes. Those who aren't wearing masks, such as the...
Here's what the Department of Homeland Security did. Here's what the Department of Homeland Security did. Listen, it's my press conference. I'm going to answer the question. Here's what the Department of Homeland Security has done.
They're getting doxxed, specifically getting followed to their homes. Those who aren't wearing masks, such as the...
Here's what the Department of Homeland Security did. Here's what the Department of Homeland Security did. Listen, it's my press conference. I'm going to answer the question.
Wow. Y'all see how disrespectful this demon is?
Here's what the Department of Homeland Security has done. The Department of Homeland Security put out a hit list directed at Democratic members of Congress, Democratic governors, and Democratic officials. It's a hit list saying to crazies all across the country, target these people. And so, no, we're not going to be lectured by the Department of Homeland Security. Take your hit list down. That's what they need to do. We are very clear, attacks against anyone of any political persuasion.
No. Hold on. Whoa. We heard this rhetoric that we put a hit list on y'all. No. Nobody put no hit list on y'all. Y'all publicly put the hit list on the ICE agents. Wow, this dude is double fork tongue lying. Listen.
Democratic members of Congress, Democratic governors, and
particularly the law enforcement, they are getting doxxed, specifically getting followed to their homes. Those who aren't wearing masks, such as the...
Here's what the Department of Homeland Security did. Here's what the Department of Homeland Security did.
Listen,
it's my press conference. I'm going to answer the question. Here's what the Department of Homeland Security has done. The Department of Homeland Security put out a hit list directed at Democratic members of Congress, Democratic governors, and Democratic officials. It's a hit list saying to crazies all across the country, target these people. And so, no, we're not going to be lectured by the Department of Homeland Security. Take your hit list down. That's what they need to do. We are...
No, why don't you take down your constituents of whatchamacallit, doxing? What are you talking about? Show the proof of hit list that the Republicans did to y'all. Man, you be lying out the teeth. And to the person that's telling me what to do on my channel, you're going to be packed up and out of here. You ain't support my platform. Don't come in here and tell me, can you play it, please? You block. I can't stand people telling me what to do on my platform. They don't even support the show. You got these people telling me what to do on my platform. They don't even support the show. Can you see this? They got the nerve. Can you let it play, please? This is a reaction. This is a reaction. If you want to get my attention, support the show. Don't tell me what to do on my channel. You ain't support the show. I can't stand people telling me, can you play it, please? Go watch it on your free time on your own. I can't stand you folks, man, coming in my chat being so disrespectful. Can you play it, please? Take your freeloading self elsewhere. Don't tell me what to do on my platform. Do you go tell your boss? Can you stop talking? Do you tell your boss that? Do you go to work? Which I don't think you work. If you do work, do you go to work and tell your boss, can you stop talking to me? I'm so sick of you folks. You won't ever tell your boss, stop talking to me, because you know you need that money. Pay me, and then we can have the conversation. Don't tell me what to do on my channel. We got another slave in the chat. We got another slave in the chat talking about, I'm a slave. I'm not no slave. You the slave. I'm not going to even mention your name. I'm not giving you no attention. I'm not giving you demons no attention. I'm just calling you out what it is. You can say whatever you want. I'm doing better than you. Because I'm not racist like you. I'm not a black racist like you. You black racist is in the bottom, and you will stay in the bottom, and you going to the bottomless pit of hell after you leave this life. That's where you going. You racist SOB. Take your FBA nonsense somewhere, you black Hebrew Israelite racist. I'm not racist. Y'all wish y'all was white. You wish you had the white face. You so-called black men, you so think lower of yourself, you wish you had the white man's face. And you wish you had a white woman too. Even a white woman won't take your fake behind. Even the white woman don't respect a man that don't respect himself. I deal with white folks that's on point. I don't deal with low-tier white folks. I don't deal with low-tier Latinos. I don't deal with low-tier black people. I don't want to be around you peasants that love to serve Satan. I serve the Almighty God in Christ. You know? Can't stand you demons, man. Let's continue.
Very clear attacks against anyone of any political persuasion for any reason, and certainly attacks against law enforcement, unacceptable. And
I don't care for the law enforcement. So the nerve of you talking about law enforcement, you don't even care for the law enforcement. Listen to what this demon said.
Against anyone of any political persuasion for any reason, and certainly attacks against law enforcement, unacceptable, and attacks against immigrant communities, unacceptable.
Uh-oh, he told on himself. Watch this, y'all. He told on himself. Listen, I'm going to be quiet. Now we got him where he slipped up. He going to say, it's a slip up, it's a slip up. No, it's not a slip up. Listen.
One of any political persuasion for any reason, and certainly attacks against law enforcement, unacceptable, and attacks against immigrant communities, unacceptable.
No. You is busted. We're not talking about the immigrants that came in correctly. They're not the ones that's being apprehended. The ones that's being apprehended is the criminals that came illegally. So you protecting the criminals. You protecting the criminals. You told on yourself. This Democratic leader, this Ibaraki, told on himself. He's protecting the criminals of the migrants.
Yep, last question.
Is there any pressure on Democrats in the Senate who may vote for the CR Monday or Tuesday?
House and Senate Democrats are completely aligned. We stood together, shoulder to shoulder, and pushed back against the one big ugly bill. Every single Democrat and every single Democrat in the House and Senate voted against the one big ugly bill. Why? Because it ripped away health care from the American people, stole food from the mouths of hungry children, and all of this was done by Republicans to enact massive tax breaks for their billionaire donors. Unacceptable.
This dude is a lying sack of ish. This dude is a lying sack of ish, y'all.
And what's going on right now is a continued attack on the health care of the American people. And Democrats in the House and the Senate are united in standing up for everyday Americans, standing up to push back against the Republican-created health care crisis. We are not down with their efforts to gut the health care of the American people. And we will continue to make clear our position: cancel the cuts, lower the costs, save health care. Thank you.
This dude sounds like a Barack Obama, a shoe salesman, Barack Obama. This shine right here, he sounds like a Barack Obama shoe licker, a shoe salesman, a projector. I tell you, man. Hey, if y'all want to extend the show, do me a favor, get the lights up. Get the lights up over 70. If we could get the lights up over 70, I will extend the show for another 30 minutes. It's up to you, the people. We have 74 people in here right now. Extend the show. Let's extend the show by getting the lights up to 70. Or we could get two support. We could get two support on the Cash App, Venmo, or Super Chat if y'all want to extend the show. Otherwise, we could come back on another time. I got at least an hour. We got to get some support in here now. Come on. Get the lights up to 70. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to like the video. That helps bring more people to the channel. Notice 20 so people dropped when I said that. So I'm not talking to those who like the video. I'm talking to those who haven't liked the video that's coming in. Let's get the likes over 70. I appreciate those who like the video. I appreciate that. I'm speaking to those who haven't liked the video yet. So we need 8 more likes. Give y'all a couple of minutes to double tap the light screen. We should have been over 100 likes by now. Honestly, that definitely helps the show. Shout out Forever Studios for gifting 5 people. He already sponsored the show. Let's not leave only Forever Studio to support the show. Other people, if you want to support this work, if you haven't supported the work before and you want to support, it's up to you. But we need 8 more likes. Otherwise, we'll get into this Chicago thing. Matter of fact, yeah, we'll get into the Chicago thing another time because a lot of people ain't liking the video. A lot of people is dropping out already. So that tells me it's time to end the show. So Bridget, thank you for making sure everything's good. Forever Studio, thank you for making sure everything's good. I see we got Mitch. He said he already liked the video. Brenda, member in the house, thank you for coming through. Appreciate y'all for tuning into the show. This is Floridian Rollo. We'll talk about the Chicago mayor either later on tonight or tomorrow. So be on the lookout. Appreciate everyone that came through. And once again, shout out to Forever Studios for gifting people. If you want to become a member, on your own time, hey, watch the behind the scenes footage. You get to see the things that I do behind the scenes and stuff like that. So other than that, appreciate y'all. Thank you for viewing. I'll catch you on the next one. You know what I'm saying? And appreciate y'all coming through. I really, really do. Shout out to all the people out there. Shout out to the TSA workers, to the government officials. I know y'all going through it now because of these people, these spineless Democrats, these Ibarracis, messing up your day. Y'all got family to take care of. They don't even care about your family. They don't care about your loved ones. So I'm going to talk to the American people, take you a car, take your family on a road trip, get you a rental car, because it's going to be delays. Matter of fact, I'm going to go to the airport to see what's going on, talk to my friends at the airport, see what they're talking about because they're not getting paid. So I know they pissed off. So I'll talk to you on the next one. I would love to have Bridget to come on the show and Brenda. Bridget and Brenda, I would love to have you ladies to come on the show. If y'all could reach out to me at this Gmail, make sure you ladies screenshot the Gmail. I put my Gmail in the comment section. Brenda, thank you for the $10 contribution. I appreciate you supporting the work. Thank you. I appreciate that, Brenda. If you ladies, you don't have to show you, like I can have myself on screen. I would love to have you ladies to come on the show. If you want to come on the show, reach out to me on the email. I want to see, get some few ladies to come on the show, have a conversation. Some of you fellas, you know what I'm saying? You got to let me know who you are. I have to know who you are in person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put out your public business. So how we talk behind the scenes and stuff like that. So, hey, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank y'all for supporting the work multitude of ways. And those who subscribe to the channel, excuse me. Let's see if we got anybody subscribed to the channel. Thanks to those who subscribe to the channel. I appreciate those who recently subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much. I can't do it without y'all. So we will be talking about the Chicago Mayor Bozo real soon. So it is what it is. I talk to y'all on the next one. Brown Royalty to the people. We the business.